If you followed any of the videos in this Scratch Restart series, this is where it all comes together. By the end of this video, you'll have built a complete interactive Scratch project. Nothing advanced, nothing new. Just blocks you already understand. So if you're worried this is going to be suddenly very complicated, it's not. We're just putting together what we've already learned. And if you haven't watched them, please go back and watch the videos 1 to 4 of this project. So here's what our project will do. The character will move, it will react when we interact with it, and it will feel like a real finished Scratch project. This is the kind of thing beginners should be building. So let's start exactly where we always do. First, we're going to add our green flag clicked. And that's where we go to events. When green flag clicked. And we're going to add our forever. It's in control and forever. We're going to add simple movement. So we'll go to motion. And we'll have it glide for 1 second to the mouse pointer. This should feel familiar by now. If this part makes sense, you're already doing well. There you go, look, gliding along. Okay, now let's make the character react. So we're going to add our if-then statements. We'll go to control, if-then. So let's make this character react. Go to controls, add our if-then statement, go to sensing, add in our touching mouse pointer, and we're going to make it say something for 1 second. And it's going to say, got you. This is the same idea we've used before. If something happens, then our character does something. So if it touches our mouse pointer, then it's going to say, got you. We test this out. Chase me around. Got you. And then it goes away again. Okay. So this is the part where we need to make it feel like a real project. We're going to add a sound effect. So we're going to go to sound. And we're going to add in play sound. I'm going to choose sounds though, and I'm going to select and create a different sound. Let's go with wacky, something wacky. And we'll go with a squeaky toy. There we go. So now we're going to say it's going to play sound, squeaky toy, if it touches our mouse. So this tells the player something happened. Sounds give feedback. Give it a go. Okay. If I want to, I could change the order of that. I could do the sound first. So this time, when it gets a mouse, makes a noise and says, got you. What a lovely noise that is. At this point, though, your project works. Now comes the fun part, changing things. Try a different sound, a different reaction, a different message. You're not breaking it, you're experimenting. And to do this, you can also add a different character. I might want to choose a different animal. And this animal will act a bit differently. Maybe they can chase as well. I might get them to move in a forever loop, 10 steps. For this one, they are going to, if they hit the edge, bounce. So they're going to go back and forward forever. I then might want to do the same sort of thing. If, for some reason, my mouse touches it, Then it will make a noise. Sound pop. Or we'll have a different one. Let's go for a sound effect. An alert. And that can signify, I don't know, the game is over or something. It's up to you really what you do. So if I try it out, I've got a cat chasing me, but I've got to avoid this crab. Let's see if it works. So I've got to avoid this crab. That's making a popping noise. Got me. Okay. So many different things could happen. And I could play around with that. Change it to alert. There we go. If I wanted to, I could make it pause. So if I go to control and I pick wait, I can make it pause and make the noise. So we're just playing around with it now. Things are moving around. It pop stops. Makes the noise. Oh no, I touched it. Oh no. There's the alarm again. Okay, so I need to try and avoid. So there you go, there's a little game already made. Again, you're not breaking anything, you're experimenting. If this looked confusing a few videos ago, that's normal, it's new. But now it's just a few blocks you understand. And that's progress. We've got basic if-then, some sound, some movement. And again, you can add more characters and change it in many ways. I have other videos about how to change backdrops and characters if you want more detail on them. But everything in this project came from the earlier videos. Movement, interaction, sound, simple decisions. That's how coding works. Small ideas combined. If you finish this project, comment done below the video. I'd love to know how many people made it all the way through. And if you want more beginner scratch projects like this, you know what to do. Let me know.